Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing off these cool little devices. You can buy these on Banggood for about $2 a piece for everybody that's living in the US right now. They're pretty cheap items. I've also put a voltmeter on the end, and then all I have to do is attach a power connector to finish it off. So the main purpose of this device, and I'm just going to call it a USB converter, because I don't think there's a really good particular name. But anyway, what this device does, it takes in a 6 to 25 volt input, and then it outputs a clean 5 volts between two USBs. This device is only 3 amps, so it's not too much, but it's good for everything like charging your phone and stuff like that. I wouldn't use both of these ports at the same time, but yeah. Over here I have a 4-cell, which is 16 volts approximately. Plug this into the connector on the end. Then I get my viewing voltage, and then over here I have my iPhone 4S, and I can use the USB power cord to plug it in. And as you can see, it is charging. So it's a really useful device. There's many different applications for it. You could be out camping where there's no electricity and you just want to have an extra power source in case there's an emergency or something like that. Well, this could be really useful for that, and the devices are so cheap as well. So I'm going to unplug all of this. I'm going to show you how to build one yourself. So what you're going to need for this is, of course, the little unit itself. Here it is, brand new. And then over here I also have a power connector. In this case I'm going to be using a Traxxas connector off of my old charger cable for the Venom. Yeah, so I'll just be clipping the end off of that and soldering it to this. And then if you want to upgrade it to have a voltmeter in case you don't want to discharge your batteries too much, you can buy one of these little units. I think they're about $1 a piece on Banggood as well. I'll be leaving the links for this and this down below. So let's get started. So usually when you buy your connector brand new, it just has the plug and there's no wires going off of it, but this one already has some wires going off of it. I recommend them having going out about 3 inches, I think, so I'm just going to clip it right there, and then I'm going to strip the ends. Alright, so now we got these ends exposed. Very good. Now I'm just going to pre-tin the pads on the USB unit, so we can see we have positive over here and negative over here. And those pads are exactly located right about, let's see, look at my exact knife. They're right there. And it's the same for the other side, obviously. So those pads. The first time I tried doing this, I used the exact corners, but you need to solder it to this, obviously. Alright, so now we have the wire soldered up, and if I go grab a battery right now, I can go ahead and test it. Now this would just be the base version of it, but of course I'm going to solder up one of the voltmeters. So over here I have a big 4000 milliamp graphene battery. Could plug that in, and then I'll do the same test with my phone, something that I very trusty. Here we go. It's all charging, working fine. So I think a really cool way to attach this voltmeter would be to have it sitting on this shrink tubing here, and then I can zip tie these little sides of it down right onto the wire. I think that should be able to keep it in place pretty good. So then I'll just trim the wires and solder them up to their ground and voltage. Alright, so that's our USB device, fully complete with the voltmeter. So if we plug this in, we will see that we get a voltage readout, which is especially convenient. So this battery is sitting at 12.5 volts. Now these voltmeters aren't perfect, but they're pretty darn good for only $1, and they're quite compact as well. So yeah, this is probably one of the most useful tools you will find in your RC workspace, and you can also bring it around when you're not doing RC stuff. So yeah, that's all for this video. I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'm sure to answer you. and I'll talk to you guys later.